Your dream European motorcycle trip could turn into a nightmare if you make these planning mistakes. I've guided plenty of riders through Europe, and I'm going to show you the 5 biggest areas that trip people up and exactly how to fix them before you go. Planning a motorcycle tour through Europe is exciting, but there are some critical mistakes that can ruin your trip. Whether you're tackling the Stelvio Pass or cruising through the Dolomites, getting these details wrong will cost you time, money, and maybe even your ride. Let's fix that. Here's the truth, most riders bring way too much stuff. You load up your panniers thinking you need everything, and by day 3 you're cursing every extra kilogram on those tight alpine switchbacks. The fix is to pack smart, not heavy. Your essential checklist should include your riding gear: helmet, gloves, jacket, pants and boots. You also need a good layering system with warm layers for those high altitude passes because it gets cold up there. Rain gears are non-negotiable, rain happens, and with the right gear, riding in the rain can actually be one of the most spectacular experiences. For personal items, make sure you have your passport, driver's license, insurance documents and any necessary visas. Finally, just 1 or 2 comfortable outfits for the evenings off the bike. That's it. Leave the just-in-case items at home. I did a full video on packing smart, so check out the link in the description for a deeper dive into the topic. I see this all the time. Riders plan 400 to 500 kilometer days through the mountain passes thinking they'll crush it. Then reality hits. Hairpin turns, photo stops, fuel breaks, and mountain traffic. Suddenly that easy day turns into an exhausting slog that ends in the dark. The fix? Plan for net riding time, not just the distance. In the mountains, aim for 4 to 6 hours of actual riding time per day. That usually translates to 200 to 300 kilometers depending on the terrain. If you're unsure, use Google Maps to give you an idea how much time a certain section of road may take. I found the time estimates to work relatively good with Google Maps. For example, our West Alps tour, we ride about 250 kilometers per day with about 5 hours of net riding time. This leaves room for photo stops at stunning viewpoints, coffee breaks in the mountain villages, and time to actually enjoy the ride. If you're planning your own route, build in buffer time. Mountain roads take longer than you think, and that's a good thing. You're here for the experience, not a race. Nothing kills your vibe faster than arriving at a legendary pass only to find a road closed sign. Many alpine passes close from October through May due to snow. Some open earlier, some later, and it all depends on the weather that year. The fix is to check the road status before you go and keep checking during your trip. Passes like the Stelvio, Forker, Großglockner and the Col de l'Iseran typically open in late May or early June, but this can vary year to year. Heavy rains, early snow can also lead to unexpected closures even during the summer months. Here's a pro tip. The best time to tour Europe's alpine region with regards to open roads is late spring to early fall, so May through October. You get the best weather, all the roads will be open. The downside is that you're there with everyone else's too. If you're riding a shoulder season to avoid the crowds, make sure you have a backup route plan just in case your first choice is closed. Also keep in mind that some attractions have seasonal hours. For example, if you're visiting the Krka waterfalls in Croatia, you need to arrive before 4 in the afternoon to experience it fully. A little planning goes a long way. This is huge. Travel insurance is not optional. It's easy to think I'll be fine right up until you're not. The fix is simple. Get comprehensive travel insurance that actually covers the big things. You want coverage for medical emergencies and ideally for being transported back home if something serious happens. Yes, you will get treated in Europe even without insurance, but without a good policy you might end up paying the full bill yourself, and that can get very expensive very fast. On top of that, think about the trip cancellation insurance in case you get sick right before the trip or something happens during the tour and you have to cut it short. And if you're riding your own bike, look into coverage for motorcycle recovery in case of a mechanical failure or an accident. Rental bikes are usually covered for mechanical issues, but your personal bike isn't unless you set it up. Whatever you choose, make sure your policy is active before your tour starts. It's a small cost compared to the peace of mind it gives you once you're out on the road. Here's a mistake that catches people off guard. Many European countries require vignettes, which are like road tax stickers, or they charge tolls for certain roads and tunnels. If you don't have the right one, you can get fined, and those fines are steep. The fix is to understand the difference between vignettes and tolls. Vignettes are basically flat fee stickers you buy that allows you to use the highway system for a set period of time. Countries like Austria, Switzerland and Slovenia require these for the highways. You can usually buy them at border crossings, gas stations or even online before you travel. Tolls work differently. Instead of buying a sticker up front, you pay as you go at toll booths. Countries like France and Italy use toll stations on the fast motorways, and the cost depends on how far you travel. You stop at a booth, pay the fee and keep moving. It's straightforward, but those costs can add up quickly on longer stretches. And then there are special mountain passes. Some of the most iconic roads like the Großglockner High Alpine Road or the Timmelsjoch have their own entrance fee, where some famous passes like the Stelvio are free, nearby roads may still have tolls. Make sure to factor all of these into your budget so you're not caught off guard and can enjoy every ride without unexpected cost. You need a valid motorcycle license from your home country to ride in Europe, but an international driving permit is highly recommended. Some countries require it, and it makes things easier if you get stopped by the police. Check beforehand if your driver's license is accepted in the countries you plan to visit. Getting an IDP is easy, and you can usually get one from your local authorities before you leave. It's better to have it than to need it. Planning a motorcycle trip through Europe doesn't have to be stressful. Avoid these 5 mistakes: overpacking, unrealistic distances, ignoring closures and skipping insurance and forgetting vignettes. And you'll set yourself up for an incredible adventure. Pack light, plan smart and ride safe. Europe's mountain passes are waiting for you, and trust me, they're worth every mile. If you want to skip the planning headaches altogether, check out our guided and self-guided tours. We handle the routes, accommodations and all the details so you can focus on the ride. The links are in the description. Now get out there and make it happen. See you on the road.